Yo man, your pens suck, man. Not a lot of detail going on. What the fuck were you thinking when doing this? Alright, I'm not a great rapper. But yeah, the same thing going on with the pants. Like, not even distressed mechanically. Which mine also aren't, by the way. But basically more distressing, more detail, more everything again. Great pants, come up here. That is actually one of the best overall costumes I saw so far. Anywhere, ever. Yeah.
Yeah, your critique is done.
Your critique is done. It's amazing. Turn around.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking A. What's your name? Hex? Hex. Cool. Yeah. Great. So, yeah, as far as the vest goes, yeah, also needs more detail. The shoulders are doing something that's great. Like there is more detail going on there, but coming closer, like I like this one. I think we agree on that because that's like real leather and you can see that. So this looks authentic. But this one is obvious EVA, like really freaking obvious EVA. Not that it's inherently wrong or anything, but this just gives it away completely here. This belt is really undistressed by comparison. Now the thing is, again, we talked about realism and authenticity yesterday, and I talked it in some of my videos. Yes, there could realistically and authentically in a Wasteland world be a situation where a Wastelander finds distressed tires and an undistressed piece of belt. However, just from an artistic, purely visual perspective, it is better if things fit together, and if something doesn't fit with the rest of the theme, if it stands out, then you want the things that are important to stand out. So I'm asking you this today, my friend, is this belt standing out so important to you? No, it's not. Probably not. So distress that shit and put some large-ass decoration with symbols that mean something to you or anything else that is cool, and make that stand out. Make that be shiny and chrome and not some basic piece of your clothing which doesn't have a lot of story to tell. Same goes for this belt. You could, for example, use this if you turn around for everyone to see. You could use this to put some insignia here, some decorations, some symbols, anything else. Oh, what I do like is this bat holder, although I imagine it is... how quickly can you deploy this thing? For Hollywood, it's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah.
Every movie I ever watched, they're always like, cut, drop, new camera angles, back in.
Yeah.
No, it's not in. It's not in.
We did on the 100 when Lexa has her swords that she takes out from her back, which we strongly advised against building back scabbards. However, they were like, we needed to resheath them in the tank. We had to build, yeah. So yeah, we built them. D'Anthony built the swords out of steel, and then we planted some massive magnets on her back.
They were so strong that she would go, and then she would come back to flip them off.
So even with that, all that effort, and it looked great, and it was cut.
With regards to this, most of what Dimitri's covered, obviously, you know, distressing a few little things. Turn around for a second. This little tool holder here, I think is kind of a great idea. Yeah, with the flint and the dynamite. Yeah, sick. That's great. So that's a cool little thing. It's a story point, right?
Yeah.
I would have taken that and run with it. Like, give yourself, you got this makeup kind of going on here, you got the bloodshot thing.
Dynamite boy.
Yeah, put those goggles down and get black shit all up on your cheeks so it looks like you've been blowing shit up all the time.
Get an explosive symbol.
Yeah, something on there, right? Like that, because this looks like a great base start of like, I'm a Wastelander, I'm a dude who just exists. Whereas that little choice there can take it to, I'm a character now. I have a personality, I blow shit up, I'm not NPC number 3, I'm like the boss you get before you, the next level kind of thing, right? So, yeah, little mini boss. So that little thing like that, I think is great, and it's just, you know, I could use a little more distressing on the actual tool holder, but the other thing I would say is, I gotta dig the hood. I like the hood. See, that's awesome. This right here, the fact that it's two materials stitched together, really just, and those stitching lines is a nice little functional detail. Yeah, functional repairs of stuff that's broken and you just put it back together. That stuff's great. So again, it's one of those things when you start off, are you just trying to make a costume for Wasteland Weekend that you can exist in and survive in and not be super, super ridiculously hot in, because we've all made that just mistake. Or are you going to come out here and be like, I'm going to be this guy, and people will be like, yo, did you see the fucking dynamite guy? Yeah. That dynamite guy. I want to be, he had like 506 dynamite on him, he looked like he's coming a coal mine. And like, that's cool. There's that woman walking around with the crazy dress of like lights. Everybody saw her. Everybody knows who that is, right? So, it's, honestly, there's a lot going on here that's really, really good. It's just the conscious decisions to go like, okay, I know how to distress stuff. I know how to, if I have a little more time, I'll distress the rest of everything to make it look good. Because the same thing, like my costume's got shit on it that is not properly distressed, but I built this in three days before I came here, like it's just whatever, right? So it all happens. But the fact that you can take that artistic ability and make it something fucking dope because you put a story behind it, that's all you need, man. And the fact that you made a functional baseball bat, holster, basically, and that's functional, is great because there's a lot of stuff out here that you see, weaponry and whatnot, that is not functional and not necessarily themed.
And not safe.
Yeah. So it's a great start, honestly, dude. Yeah.
Actually, what Anthony just said, it's thanks for that, because now I have a simple wording for what I can tell to like 90% of people usually asking for costume critique online, because it is usually people with similar costumes where the costume goes story-wise, goes like, yeah, I'm a guy who exists in this world, but there is not more to it. So just existing, it's fine. But the next step is the Dynamite Man. Give it away for Dynamite Man! So you shall send me pictures of your finished Dynamite costume, and everyone will see you next year as the Dynamite Man. Cool. Or if you want to change it up to something else, sure. But yeah. All right.
Don't be a minion. Be the legendary boss.
Yeah, like that guy back there. Get over here.
Seriously?